Good morning, guys and gals. Froggy here, and what I have for you today is security cameras. Uh, what I went with is the one that's called Ring, and the reason I went with that, two reasons. Number one is we already have a Ring doorbell device at this location, so these additional cameras will be mounted around the outside of the house, and that way they're all integrated. Each one is a separate device, but they're all going to be integrated into one account, if you want to call it that. Now, what they don't tell you, or what they don't advertise very well, and I will explain it to you, is this Ring Protect plan. This is the only way you get any recording of any evidence that somebody has tried to break into your house, for example, or a recording that somebody came to visit you and you weren't there. It doesn't have to be a burglary, but it could be. I think that's most likely the reason most people put these up. So if you don't buy this, it's $3 a month per device or $10 a month for unlimited devices, and that's at one physical location. So if you have a home and a shop, you can't do that. It's just at each one physical location. Now, the batteries, they take a long time to charge up. I don't know why. If anybody from Ring sees this video, maybe they would like to make a comment there about why these take so long to charge up. They take hours and hours to charge up. I plugged one in for like 3 or 4 hours the first time I went to use it. I went back and it was still charging. So I let it go overnight. And, the same thing. These are basically, probably they take 6, 7, 8 hours to charge, or you may as well call it overnight. Hopefully that means they'll last a long time. They last as long, it depends on how many times the camera goes off and records something. Also depends on whether you push a button and make a siren go off on the camera. The cameras have sirens built into them. They have two-way talking built into them. So all that stuff uses power, basically. Long story short. This is HD video, which I recommend. I do not recommend anything that's not HD video because you're just looking at a bunch of pixelated garbage. They're wide angle. They come with the screws you need to put them either into stucco, which is where you put one of these little devices into the stucco first and then you screw into that, or you can screw right into wood with that. So I've got one up already. I'll show you. So I've got that one up there. It might be that the camera is being blocked by that piece of wood fascia. I don't know if it's down low enough. If it's not down low enough, I'm going to take it off and put it right under the gutter, and that'll give it a real good view. But I'm going to try it that way first. It's not that hard to unscrew it and reinstall it in the other location. Now, if you do try to hide it underneath, I just wanted to put it there to get it out of the weather, even though they are supposedly weatherproof, quote unquote. It's kind of hard to screw it in there where you can't really get a good shot with a screwdriver or having your arm out straight. So I use a little device that I'll show you that makes your screwdriver into like a right angle screwdriver. Where is it? Always the last one. Okay. I'll put a link to this. This is a nice device. This goes into your power driver, and then it converts the direction that you're driving into a right angle, so you can get in really tight, like under there, and screw something in. So let's get another one of these cameras up, and then I'm going to download the app and start playing around with it. Yeah, I guess I'll show you a little bit about how I stick it up there, how I screw it. Alright, so this is me up on a ladder. 3 screws into wood. This one I'm putting out under the gutter, so then I'm going to try them both out and see which position I like first. 9 chances out of 10 I'm going to move that other one over there on the other garage. I'm going to move that to this position here. It's got a little bubble. Oops. Oh, I didn't get it dead even, but it's close enough. It's got a little bubble tool on it so that you can get it level. It doesn't have to be 100% level. It's got you can level the device itself because it's on a swivel. All right. Missed that by a little bit. By the way, I put the battery in this one, and while I was mounting it, it talked to me and it says I'm in setup mode or something like that. There is a little cover that goes over that. I'll go get it. Okay, so this is me loading the battery into the camera. It clicks in so that when you have these mounted, and assuming you want to mount it with the battery down so that it's easy to change it out, it clicks in, which is a nice design. I like that. And now I'm going to put that. The screw-on cover doesn't really screw on. It's just like a 10-degree turn. Let me see if I can show you. See this little mark back there?
Stick-up cam is in setup mode. Follow the instructions in the Ring app to continue.
Okay, see, that was the camera talking to me. So the unlock position is the one obvious in the lock position. So you just turn it like 10 degrees or so. All right, let me screw this one in. Okay, yeah, you're right. I did. I stood on the top step of the ladder. Don't stand on the top step of the ladder. Do as I say, not as I do, yada, yada, yada. Okay, I got to go back and get that little cover for the screws. And then this one also. You heard it talk to me. They're all ready for setting up. I have to download the app. Okay, this doesn't seem to be focusing too well. I hope it's better on your computer screen than it is on my phone. Anyway, I got 2 of these devices up and running. I had to call technical support. They are open 24/7, 365, and nothing ever works simple or the way it's supposed to work when you're setting up these devices. If they're too far from your router, it's not good. If well, that seems to be the main thing, if it's too far from your router. So mine were barely within distance of my router. I have a good new router, but fairly long distances from each of the garages up to the router, which is in the 2nd story. So be aware of that. You might have to buy extenders for your router to put near or halfway in between the router and wherever you put the device. Okay, just be aware of that, and be aware that you will probably be calling Ring technical support. They're very nice, but still, it's a pain to have to do that, but I guess that's what you have to do to set these things up. Anyway, I got one more to go, but I'm going to do that later on in the backyard. How do I like these? I really don't know. I'll put something down in the comments. Probably I'm going to recommend them, although maybe a big pit bull would be a better security solution than these cameras. Anyway, give me a thumbs up or a like if this helps you out. Subscribe to my channel if you want more from Froggy. Be safe, have fun. Click on the notification bell if you want notifications. See ya. Froggy out. Bye-bye.